Hi, Nicole.
Hello.
Hello. So yeah, let's start with how was your week? I know you messaged me that you noticed that you had soothed yourself a little bit more. You I don't know, tell me about that. You tried on some.
Yeah, so I got my workout clothes on and they just felt a little tight. And so then it's that downward spiral of, I hate my body, it's so gross, how negative our minds are. So instead I just continued my workout and then the system I have in my home has a meditation part to it as well. So I did that after my workout and I've been doing it every day now. So I definitely feel a little bit lighter mentally, not so heavy on the self-hatred of the body, but it's still there. I mean, it's still very, very present. And because, the momentum, if you want to call it or whatnot, it's been around and for me for so many years. I think it's going to take a while, but I'm using some of the tools that you taught me to start hopefully shifting more in the right way of acceptance of my body, no matter what size.
Yeah,
Being
good.
grateful for it.
Yeah, you mentioned that
Yeah.
you had that, you tried on the shorts and then you had that feeling come up like, oh, they're tight, but then you, like you said, you soothed yourself.
Hmm.
And then you also thanked your body for
Yeah.
uh, being able to work out.
Yeah. Because a lot of us don't have that ability. So it
Yeah.
is a gift, right? But it's trying to remain focused on that and not, what the outside looks like.
Yeah. And that gratitude, I know we got to gratitude last week
Yeah.
where you were really, really that you love that feeling of
Yeah.
gratitude. Yeah. Good.
Absolutely.
So, as far as today, what would you like to calibrate today? Or calibrate means like shift energy, feel better about, like building that momentum toward that new way of.
Um, like we are just discussing earlier, probably if we could focus on the feelings that are associated with the overeating of bad food. Like,
Mhm.
let's just say I'm just making it up, a large French fry. That say self hatred and disgust that comes with it right after, where you actually feel it physically too. Like to me, it's like, ugh. Now, it probably is some of the food, but I think that's huge because we do label everything as bad or good, right?
Yeah.
And in my house it was very much that way, and I'm trying to raise my child to be able to enjoy their foods, whether bad or good, but self control or portions, where I don't have that because I was told, well, you can't have pizza because it's bad. Well, can't tell you how many pizza contests I won because my dad wasn't around and I could eat all the pizza I wanted. So just, and then that feeling of hate that comes after it because it's bad. So you feel guilty. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to calibrate on um, feeling better about yourself, or you want to calibrate on you want to feel better about food, like not judging food so much?
Yeah. Not judging food so much. I'm realizing it. Obviously, things are better for you, but at the end of the day, it's still good for you because it is giving you some energy, some nourishment, whether it might be really nothing at all. But you know what I mean? It's still, and the fact that, you know, we should be grateful that we even have it, you
Okay.
know? So,
Yeah. All right. And let me ask you this. When are two examples, two instances where that you can remember? They could be recent, they could be um, when you were a kid, like where you were judging food, or you remember an instance where there was a lot of judgment over food, like this is bad, that's good, this is bad. It could be yesterday, it could be this morning, it could be,
it's like a daily thing for me. It's like, I think I told you last time, it's always like, what did you do? What did you do? What's good? What's bad? So like this morning, I was like, oh, I should get a breakfast burrito. And I'm like, nah, and then you start going down all the reasons why, right? Oh, it's too fattening, it's too filling. Oh, I'm gonna feel yucky afterwards, so I didn't get it. Um, oh God, I mean, so many times,
So
you know,
this morning, you were thinking, I feel like
a breakfast
having,
burrito. Yeah,
a breakfast burrito. And then you had all these thoughts.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So I
it's
came
too,
home.
too fattening, too
Yep,
filling, um,
unhealthy.
unhealthy,
It's gonna make your belly look bigger.
gonna gonna make my belly look bigger. Okay. And then what's another example of when?
Let's just say, when you go to Mexican food, they always bring out the chips and salsa, right? Not indulging in that because one, I don't have one, it's like the whole basket because it's so good. And then you have your food so that, oh, why do we have Mexican food? For years, I would not go to Mexican food just for that reason
Mhm.
because it's just, and so it's like, ugh,
So it's the feeling of I f- I fill up on chips and salsa, or
yeah,
what's the
lo-
thought?
loss of control, no willpower, if you will,
Hmm.
which leads to, you know, guilt, shame, self loathing,
Right. Okay.
because you should be able, you know, we're told that we should be able to control that, right? If not, then something's wrong with you.
So do you actually say like um I should be able to control
Yeah,
that?
I should be able to have one
I should be able to have just one.
and be able to stop.
Okay. Good. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. And I want you to think about, Nicole, when you think about this, like food, let me ask you this first. How would you rather feel? How would you rather feel about food?
Well, I think of, okay, so when I was reading your book, there's that you were talking about one lady, and I forget what chapter now. She's like, I don't even know why I'm eating this. I'm full, and she's like a little thin, and I think you were just saying like her vibration or whatnot is that she can eat whatever and remain that body and then go on her day without feeling. So I just want to be able to eat and forget about it, not to obsess about it, whether it's good or bad.
Right. So you want food freedom. Yeah, you want to be able to.
Food freedom, yeah. I don't want to do that every day. Okay, what have I had to eat today? Da, da, da. Or, oh, I shouldn't have that. So now tonight I gotta watch, like I just want to eat and go on my day, not even worry about it.
Yeah. Perfect.
I don't know how many people, I mean, I think I told you, I think the amount of energy and time wasted in thoughts about food or what I ate or what I exercise is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I
Okay.
could do so much more.
Yeah. So when you think about this feeling about food and judging food and being preoccupied with what you ate, what is the emotion that you feel? Do you think?
Disgust
Like disgust with
me.
yourself
Yeah.
for
I,
having these thought patterns?
yep. Both.
Or what is it? Disgust about
Losing
what?
control and oh, you know, for lack of a better term, being a pig, if you will, like how could you? You're so fat, you're so gross, look at you. Why do you think you look that way?
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Because
yeah.
you
I I do this work because I relate. I relate. I mean, everything that you say, it's like, that was me. So
yeah.
yeah, totally. Okay. So I want you to go ahead and get comfortable and close your eyes and take a deep breath in. And I want you to focus on this feeling of disgust. And I want you to let me know Nicole, when you really have that feeling, when you're really in touch with it? Good, good. And just notice, Nicole, this feeling of disgust. Where in your body do you feel it the most?
Mm, I know it just seems the mostly it sounds like in my head or my brain, but then it definitely it's almost that I think we talked about it last time too, that extreme anxious. That's how I just describe that disgusting feeling, and it rages through my body,
Yeah,
almost un physically uncontrollable. If that makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
Like
So did
sometimes
you,
it gets so bad, like that sounds awful. I like need to get it out somehow physically, so I like want to hit a pillow or something. Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So are you saying that you're feeling it like throughout your whole body?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this anxiousness. Do you feel it in any particular part of your body more than any other?
It's usually in the chest, kind of stomach area.
Yeah. And do you feel it stronger in your chest than in your stomach, or which one?
Probably more my chest.
Okay, good. So that feeling of disgust, Nicole, is it heavy, light, or medium?
It's I just want to say it's like anger. I guess because it's so intense, I'd say it's more heavy.
Yeah. And we're using our imaginations right now to imagine, uh, like it's actually a object maybe, or an energy in your body. So if it was an object or energy, which one would it does it feel like it is? Did you said that it's
It's
head
definitely energy.
good. And does this energy feel like it's moving, or does it feel like it's completely still?
No, it's moving. It's raging
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, it's moving and fast, it sounds like. Does it
Mhm.
have a color? Is
Black.
yeah. And so is it it's like an energy and it's black. Very good. Good job. So now we're going to change some things about it that might feel better. Let's start with the color. What color would feel better than that black?
Cut any color, right? I always want to go with something like a light color in my head. It's like a light, soft yellow.
Yeah, good. Like a soft yellow. And what texture would feel better than that energy? Or do you like the energy? But you could change it to, anything.
Something like soft, like a baby's blanket type is what I'm picturing.
Yeah.
Soft and soothing.
Nice. Soft and soothing baby blanket. Soft yellow, really soft to the touch. Wonderful. Now, is this blanket, do you, as you're using your imagination, you picture it, is it moving or is it still?
It's definitely moving. It's like a floating.
Yeah. And if you had it move even faster, would that feel better, worse, or the same?
Uh, I think slower is better because it's more soothing. I feel like it's sounds silly, but healing.
Yeah. Well, that feels better to you if you slow
Yes,
it down. Nice. Now, would you like to pop this baby's blanket out of your body, or would you like to leave it in your body?
I would like to leave it in.
Okay, great. Great. So now that we're leaving it in your body, I want you to notice you can make some more changes to the blanket that would feel even better? What would you like? Would you like to make any more changes to it, or is it just right?
Mm, I think it's right.
Good. So noticing this blanket in your body, getting it as you have to just the right movement, the perfect speed. Just notice this soft blanket in your body. Notice any emotion you feel, Nicole, looking at this blanket.
I'm starting to feel relief.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Like
Feel that feeling. Yeah.
it,
Notice.
like
Good. Feel that feeling of relief. Look at the blanket, the yellow, soft, such a soft blanket. So, are there any other emotions you feel as you're looking at the blanket?
just more calmness.
Yeah, relief and calmness.
The
Nice.
rage is definitely gone.
Yeah, beautiful. Now I want you to imagine, Nicole. You might even want to take a deep breath, another deep breath in and exhale, and just imagine doubling that feeling of relief and calm. Just imagine doubling that feeling of relief and calm. And what happens to that blanket as you double that feeling of relief? Does it move around a little more? What does it do?
I'm sorry, what is there's an airplane. I'm sorry, can you repeat yourself? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So I want you to imagine doubling that feeling of relief
Mhm.
in your chest. And I want you to notice as you double that feeling of relief, what happens with the blanket? Does it change color? Does it just continue to move slightly? Does it change its movement or does it stay the same? As you focus and double on this feeling of relaxation, what happens with the blanket?
Well, the physical blanket in my not it expands, so
Yeah.
it's getting bigger, which is soothing the other areas, excuse me, that tend to have um leftover rage, if you will. So
Mm,
it's more comforting.
mm-hmm. Yeah, more comforting. Wonderful. So focus on that feeling of comforting and relaxation and calm. Just continue to feel those feelings of relaxation and calm and comfort. See that blanket expanding. See it expanding. And just notice how these emotions are blending together in your body of relaxation and calm and comfort. And notice what's happening with the blanket now as you blend these emotions together of comfort and relaxation and calm. What happens with the blanket? Change colors? Does it stay yellow? Does it keep expanding throughout your whole body? What happens with blanket?
Pretty much the same. I just feel like the feelings are intensifying.
Mm-hmm. Good,
Uh,
good.
it sounds like I'm feeling safer.
Nice. Feel that feeling. Safer as well. Wonderful. Now I want you to imagine, Nicole, with this you that's feeling safer, that's feeling comfort and relief and calmness. I want you to imagine going back in time to this morning when you were in bed and your eyes open and you awake for the day, and I want you to imagine going throughout your day and what would be different about your day coming from this place of calm. And when you're thinking about, breakfast and your son, whatever, and you have this thought about, what am I going to have for breakfast? What would be different?
What would be different with of making the breakfast decision?
Yeah, like when you're thinking about,
Lighter, less analytical, if you will, of making choices. Um,
yeah, when you think,
a
oh,
little
maybe
bit
I'll
more
have,
freedom, you
excuse
know,
me?
a little bit more freedom in choices.
Yeah. Yeah, and when that thought comes in your mind, like, oh, I really want a breakfast burrito. Oh, but you shouldn't have a breakfast burrito. It's too fattening. It's too filling. It's da 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 da. What would be different about your?
Yeah, I think getting the burrito and enjoying it, and enjoying it until I'm full, and just being grateful for it, and then going out my day without worrying about having a breakfast burrito. I think it eliminates some of that guilt.
Yeah, yeah, you just really enjoy it. I love that. Just really enjoy that
Yeah, it's
burrito.
just meant to be enjoyed, not like analyzed for, well, I think, like,
Yeah, just enjoy it. Just enjoy
yes,
it, and like really enjoy it, right? Because you're hungry.
yes,
And it's normal to
right. It is normal, right, to eat,
enjoy your food when,
right?
especially when you're hungry. I mean, it's okay to like really enjoy the heck out of this breakfast burrito if that's what you want, if that's what you choose to do.
I think that's the best way to put it. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not going to hurt anybody. You're not going to, it's okay. So let's enjoy it.
Let's just take a moment and imagine enjoying that breakfast burrito.
I'm going to have to go get one after this.
Yeah, just take a moment and like s- imagine like celebrating like,
Hmm.
oh my God, this breakfast burrito is freaking amazing. Like,
It is.
wow, I just love all the stuff they got in there, whatever they put
Gotta
in.
add the hot sauce.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Now just imagine like you've finished eating that, you're full, you're not, and you're just imagine feeling of satisfaction. Like, how satisfied are you now? Just feel that feeling of satisfaction. Hmm, I just feel so satisfied.
Hmm. Feels
Yeah,
amazing.
feels amazing. Like, oh my gosh, it is okay to not only enjoy that breakfast burrito, it's okay to celebrate it and
Well,
feel,
and the energy that comes with it, right? That pep in your step, if you will.
yeah,
Having a full, satisfied belly to go throughout your day.
yeah,
I mean, wow, it has a lot of positives to it.
yeah. It just feels good.
Mhm.
There's nothing wrong with enjoying that food. There's only like it's like it's normal to enjoy your food, right?
Oh, no, it's meant to be enjoyed.
Yeah, good. So now from this place of relaxation and calm and safe, I want you to imagine last time maybe you were at a Mexican restaurant and just, they bring out the chips and salsa, What could be different about that experience? Like say the next time you go or
Enjoying them.
mm-hmm. Yeah, just enjoying those chips and salsa, allowing yourself that experience. Yeah, just imagine enjoying the chips and salsa and knowing you have an entree coming out, and that's okay too. Maybe I should stop eating the chips. Okay, well, forcing yourself to do that, maybe there's another option. Maybe allowing yourself to eat the chips, enjoy the chips. What do you see would be different?
Similar, just the freedom, the enjoyment, and enjoying usually Mexican food, you're with other people. So enjoying company instead of worrying about having that nagging thought in my head
Mm-hmm.
about eating chips and salsa. So being present.
Yeah, good. Being present. I
Being,
love that. Being present. And what do you notice is different about, okay, later on in the day, that thought comes up. Oh, you ate too many chips. Why did you have to eat all those chips? What do you notice is different about that thought? Or does it even come up? Or,
it'll probably come up, but it's softer,
mm-hmm.
softer voice, more kinder,
Yeah,
not so harsh.
yeah, yeah. And what are some of the thoughts that come up? Maybe the soothing thoughts.
Well, and then it's okay. You enjoyed it. Just think about the positives of that meal. You got to spend time, try to take the focus away from what I ate to appreciating the time with the family members or whomever with, appreciate the food and realizing, just shifting that
Mm-hmm.
thought to more of the positive outcomes of that experience.
Yeah, yeah. Good, good. And as you remember when that thought pops up about the chips, the amount of chips that you ate, you just soothe yourself. And what would you say? For
It,
instance,
it's okay. It's
it's
okay.
it's okay. It's okay.
It's fine. It's totally fine. It's more than okay.
Yeah, it's more than okay. It's totally fine. And just, every time the thought comes up, you can just continue to soothe yourself with as simple as it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I had, when I first started this process, I had a coach who would say, well, so what? Did you enjoy it? Was it good?
Yeah, no, exactly. So what? And look at all those other people over there eating chips and salsa too. They're, enjoying it. So it's okay.
Yeah,
And I think you talk about in your book too, is that in your body, it's going to be just fine. It's going to know what to do with it. It's going to break it down.
yeah. Your body knows what to do with the food.
Yeah.
Your intelligent body knows. And it's more about your vibration than it is even about what you're eating. Yeah. Very good. Wonderful. Any other insights or clarity? And we can move on to even another subject if you like after this. So any other insights or clarity right now about this?
I think, it just overall, I mean, I think today it's going to come out with being, it's more than okay. I think it just sums it up perfectly, especially when, the negatives get strong. But I think that's just an awesome way to kind of minimize those negative thoughts. You know, just it's okay. Be quiet. It's okay. It's gonna
Okay.
be okay. So I do appreciate that because I think it's simple and it's just easy thought to remember. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's quick and it's short. So I think
Yeah.
that's the theme of today, if you will. Is it's
I
okay.
I love it. I love it. I love simple. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
it's okay. Yes.
Yeah.
So I
Perfect.
like people too.
Right. Great. Well, when you're ready, Nicole, you can open your eyes. I love that. Yeah. Yeah. Mine was sort of like, so what? That
Yeah,
was
I like
mine.
so what too.
Yeah.
Because it's okay. It's kind of like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's like recognizing that you did something bad, but so what's like, so what? Nothing happened. Like, so what? Who cares?
Yeah. And
Big
I
deal.
love that, like even like listening to ourselves, how we talk, like, okay, yes, you did something bad, but just notice the things that we say are clues to the stories that we're telling ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, so what, you did something bad, and like, so we have an opportunity, to transform even that. Like, did I
Yeah.
really do something bad? Maybe, maybe not. Just starting to soften that. Like,
Yes, exactly. Soft. Excellent. Thank you.
yeah, yeah. And like I said, my coach, she would say, so in the beginning, I talked to her on the phone, and I would say, oh, how are you doing? Oh, well, I ate like 3 of these little bread pudding cups or whatever, and they weren't even mine. They were my dad's, and I ate them, and I feel so terrible. And she was like, well, so what? Did you enjoy it? Uh, well, I enjoyed the first 2. And she's like, okay, well, was it good? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was really good. So and then eventually I would start to hear her voice in my head when I ate something, and I would normally just beat myself up afterwards, and I would start to say, man, was it good? Yeah, that was really good. And I start and just train myself, to soothe myself. Yeah.
No, I think that's great. We're, at least in my world, food is the bad guy, uh, and it's meant to be enjoyed. And Lord knows I do, you
Yeah,
know,
and even that, like, is there some shame around, like, oh, I enjoy my food.
right?
you know? It's like everything we say is like, we're so, over the years, we've
Yeah.
learned to make jokes about ourselves,
Yep.
learn to, well, obviously I enjoy. So that's why, like, I always, it's like I was uncomfortable celebrating food because, like, well, yeah, of course she celebrates food. Of course she likes food.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Clearly,
yeah,
I-
and it's like, okay, it's okay to
yes.
enjoy
So
your
what? I like food. Yeah, no, I love it. I mean,
people of all sizes love food,
yes,
generally speaking.
yes, yeah. I don't think I've met somebody that does not like food.
Right. Yeah.
Certain types, but yeah,
Yeah. So
absolutely.
there's still more time if you wanted to do another subject, or are you complete now?
I'm complete now, but I'm definitely going to spend this week more on some other, like, dig deeper about some other issues for next session.
Yeah.
That I think I would want to focus on a little bit more. So I appreciate your time today. And that is going to be my motto today. It's okay. It's
Great.
okay.
It's okay.
Go throughout the
I
day.
love it.
And I
it
already do feel much better. I
yeah.
mean, it's instant. So I do thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. So if you want to think about that for next week, what
Yes.
you would want to um, calibrate.
Yes.
Yeah. Great.
Definitely. Definitely. I'll do some deeper digging. So I
Yeah.
appreciate
And
it.
it's more about, like, in the moment, like, even, the day before, just think about, okay, what, you don't have to, like, just like, what has come up to
What,
the list? What's present right then,
yeah, what's the trigger at that moment? Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Great. All right. Well, I will check in with you during the week.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Rhonda. Have a wonderful weekend.
All right, you too.
Take care.
All
Bye.
right, bye-bye.